I used to work overnight security at an office building downtown. 12-hour shifts, 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Usually, nothing happened. Just walk the floors every hour, make sure doors are locked, check the cameras. Easy money. The building was pretty old, built in the 1960s, 15 floors. During the day, it was full of people, accounting firms, lawyers, whatever. At night, completely empty, or supposed to be. My third week on the job, I was doing my 2 a.m. rounds on the 7th floor. Everything was dark except the emergency exit signs. I was walking past this row of cubicles when I heard typing. Someone was typing on a keyboard. Steady, fast typing, like someone working on a document. I stopped. The sound stopped. "Hello?" I called out. "Building's closed. You need to leave." No answer. I walked toward where I thought the sound had come from. Nothing. All the computers were off. I shrugged it off. Old building, weird acoustics, whatever. Finished my rounds and went back to the security desk. An hour later, I checked the cameras for the 7th floor. There's one camera that covers that whole section of cubicles. I rewound to when I was up there. On the footage, you can see me walking, stopping, looking around. But behind me, in one of the cubicles, there's a woman sitting at a desk. She's typing on a computer, but the screen is black. She's wearing business clothes from, like, the 80s, shoulder pads, the whole thing. I'm standing there on camera, looking right at where she is, and I don't see her. On the footage, she's clear as day. I watched as I walked away. She kept typing for another few seconds, then stood up and walked toward the elevator. Pushed the button. The elevator door opened. I could see it on the camera, and she got in. I felt sick. I'd been alone in that building. I would have noticed someone in professional clothes walking around. I checked the elevator camera for that timestamp. Empty. The elevator went up to the 15th floor by itself, doors opened, doors closed, came back down. I called my supervisor, told him I was feeling sick and needed to leave early. He was pissed, but whatever. The next day, I asked the building manager about the 7th floor. He got quiet, then said, "Did you see her?" Turns out, back in 1987, a woman named Patricia worked on the 7th floor. She had a heart attack at her desk one night during overtime. They found her the next morning, still in her chair. People had reported seeing her before. Always at night, always at the same desk, always typing. The building manager said most security guards who work overnight quit within a month. Now I understood why. I stuck it out for 2 more weeks, then found a day job. Haven't worked overnight since. I worked the graveyard shift at a 24-hour diner for about 8 months, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., Sunday through Thursday. It was usually pretty dead, maybe a handful of customers all night, mostly truckers or people getting off late shifts. We had our regulars. There was this one guy who came in every Tuesday around 3 a.m., ordered black coffee, and read the newspaper. Never said much. We called him Tuesday Tom. One Tuesday, he didn't show up. Then the next week, he was back, but something was different. I can't really explain it. He looked like Tom, same jacket, same build, same graying hair, but the way he sat was wrong. Tom always slouched a little, reading his phone now since the newspaper went digital. This guy sat up straight, hands folded on the table, staring out the window. When I brought his coffee, he looked directly at me for the first time ever. His eyes were wrong. Not like different color or anything, just the expression. Tom had this tired, almost sad look. This guy was studying me, like really looking at me. "You seem nervous," he said. His voice was different too, higher, almost amused. I mumbled something about a long shift and went back to the counter. I could feel him watching me the whole time. After about 20 minutes, he got up and left. Didn't touch his coffee. Left exact change on the table, which Tom never did. He always tipped $2. I mentioned it to my manager the next day. She pulled up the security footage. We watched Tom's usual visits from the previous month. Then we watched that night. Same booth, same general appearance. But the way he moved was completely different. Tom had a limp in his right leg. We'd noticed it when he walked to the bathroom. This guy? No limp. And when we zoomed in on his face as he was leaving, it wasn't Tom. Similar, but not him. Different nose, different ears, like someone had studied Tom and was trying to, I don't know, be him? My manager called the police, who were surprisingly interested. Turns out Tom had been reported missing by his daughter 2 weeks earlier. His car was found abandoned near the state line. They never found him. And the guy pretending to be him never came back either. I quit that job a month later. Couldn't shake the feeling that whoever, or whatever that was, they'd been testing something, practicing. Sometimes I wonder if there are other people out there going through their routines while someone else carefully learns how to become them. I used to work night inventory at a big box store. We'd come in after closing, count everything on the shelves, update the system. Usually a crew of 4 people. Should take about 6 hours. This one night in November, we were short-staffed, just me and this new guy named Derek. Store closed at 10. We started counting at 10:30. Around midnight, I was in aisle 12, home goods section, when I heard footsteps. Heavy boots walking slowly down the main aisle. "Derek?" I called out. The footsteps stopped. No answer. "Derek, stop messing around. We gotta finish this." I walked toward the main aisle. Nobody there. But I could see Derek 3 aisles over, scanning items. "Did you just walk past aisle 12? I asked him. "No, I've been here for like 20 minutes. Why?" I told him about the footsteps. He laughed. "Old building, probably just the pipes or something." We kept working. About an hour later, we were both in the back stockroom when we heard it again. Footsteps in the store, walking down the aisles. But these were different, lighter, faster, like someone running. We both heard it this time. Derek went pale. "Maybe someone's still in the store?" he suggested. We checked the cameras. Nobody. All the exits were locked from the inside. You needed a key to get out or in after hours. Nobody could have gotten in. We went back to counting, but now we were both on edge. Every little sound made us jump. Around 3 a.m., Derek was on a ladder in aisle 8, counting top shelf items. I was below, entering the numbers in the system. He suddenly stopped. "Hey, there's someone standing at the end of the aisle." I turned to look. Nobody there. "Derek, there's no one." "No, from up here I can see over the shelves. There's someone standing in aisle 10. They're just standing there." I grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight, walked to aisle 10. Empty. Derek climbed down. "I saw someone. I swear to God, I saw someone in a red jacket just standing there." We checked the cameras again. Nothing. We finished the inventory in record time, both of us refusing to split up. As we were leaving through the back door at 5 a.m., Derek said, "I'm not coming back tomorrow night." Neither did I. We both called in sick, then quit via email. The store manager called me later, annoyed. Said this happens every couple months with the night inventory crew. People quit after 1 or 2 shifts, claiming they see things. It's an old building, he said. Plays tricks on people when it's empty. But here's the thing. I went back during the day once, a few weeks later, to pick up my last paycheck. I was walking through the store when I saw someone in a red jacket standing in aisle 10, just like Derek had described. As I got closer, they turned around. It was just a mannequin wearing a red jacket. But the thing is, that mannequin hadn't been there when we were doing inventory. I would have remembered. And mannequins don't walk between aisles at night. I grabbed my check and never went back.